everybody. Hi, everybody. I'm going to pop on tonight at 8 o'clock for
Hey guys. I'm trying to put a link on YouTube. Literally just walked in from dinner. We were at one of those like hibachi places, and I had to like strip in the laundry room, and all the clothes are down there because it's just can't stand the smell. Like the food is so great when they're cooking and stuff, but you leave there and you smell like the food that they made on the table. But my son loves it, and we went before he was leaving. Who's here? Say hello, please. I'm trying to put a link here. Hold on. Say hi, please.
Hi, everybody.
Okay. Hey. Who's here? Hey, Lisa. Hi. Who else is here? I don't know how this happened to me today, but I got lucky. You guys, is anybody else thinking that it's kind of weird on the Dior site right now? Because I don't understand how they could have already sold out of 2 blushes this morning. Did they not put all the colors on there? I don't get it. And what did everybody order from Chanel? I need some details. And my guy's like driving me nuts, and I got to like figure out what I want. Did anyone get the pink one? Do they like it? I know somebody was going to pick it up today. Felice, are you here? Lisa, who's here with you? You just watched Jennifer all feisty. Tell me what she said. Did she have all the Dior? Did she have any of the blushes? Because I don't know what color to get. I'm thinking peony. And I actually like may have to like pause for a second because we like literally just walked in the door. She has all of them and swatch them. Every blush. Every blush. Were any cool toned at all? I was hoping maybe peony was. Or are we talking about the eyeshadows? When you say she had all of them and swatched them, are we talking about the eyeshadows or the blushes? Are we talking Dior or Chanel? The eyeshadows. Okay. What did she like? What did she say? Because I'm getting the brown and the silver, and I'm debating the pink. Did she like the pink? Was it anything fantastic? I'm taking it the brown was, she loves all of them. All of them? Is this on YouTube or live, or she applied the pink and was it pretty? Did it look peach? On YouTube? Live or what? I have to say. I wonder if she put it on Instagram.
Hey everyone, I'm doing a little bit of an impromptu unboxing here. I got a call from my FA Max, and he said he had a bag that he had sent me. And I thought, okay, he told me what the bag is, and I was just like, it's not a bag I was expecting to pick up. But I was like, okay, you know, I'm trying to be more whimsical in my.
Is this her video? Or is this
purchases.
something else?
Got this box behind me, and it comes up to my upper part of my thigh. And I thought, yeah, this is not going to work. But I talked to Max, and he's like, no, I just put it in the biggest box we had. It's like, oh, okay. So I'm unboxing it. The box itself, though, is
This is not even Chanel. Oh, this?
Hey everyone, I'm doing a little bit of an impromptu unboxing here.
Okay, well, I just need to know about the frickin' pink. Oh, it's kind of pretty. Okay, can I ask a question? The blue, was it silver or was it blue? I don't even know if this is like, she says it's beautiful and very wearable for every day. Okay. Tom, give me like a brief synopsis of each. What about the blue / silver? We're not sure what it is. Are you subscribed to her videos? I think I am. But was she live? Or she just is on? I'm looking. I met the like major Dior person today. She'll be doing 3 other videos. Wow. Okay. Well, I mean,
Hey everyone, so that is the taupe shade, and maybe the least pigmented. We'll have to see.
oh, she swatches all of them, huh? What was your favorite?
I have your emails, so I will meet up for the holiday collection. I bought the lip oil. Well, you'll see. Again, I'm not trying to talk anyone. As I do this, I want to say about the embossing, guys. The embossing is beautiful. You will see I love what they did.
Oh, so she's going to do separate little videos.
The embossing, it's great.
Okay. It was so weird. When I got up this morning, they weren't on there. They're all beautiful. Shit. Oh, no. I definitely don't think I need the purple. I feel like I have a lot of violety, purpley shadows taken care of, you know? I can't believe she bought the Sublimage lip oil. Wow. She doesn't have a son that wants to go to law school next year. All right. Well, I went to Neiman Marcus today, and I went because they got two things in. They got the luminescent powder and they got the matte powder. And when I was there were like these guys wearing like these like Dior, you know, like bomber jacket type of things. Like they were like Dior, you know? And I was like, who are these people? Because usually I like know like the 5 ladies that work there, because there's like nothing even left in this Neiman Marcus. It's so sad. Should I just get a lot of peach. This is hard. What did you get, Lisa? How do I like the powders? Okay, so they're beyond. I was so scared because every single powder that's white winds up being sparkly somehow. Do you know what I mean? Oh, for the Chanel? I haven't gotten mine yet. It looks like a cool tone brown that she had. Okay, so this powder is not in the least bit sparkly at all. Like there's literally no shimmer in here whatsoever. And when they say luminescent, they really truly do mean luminescent. The matte powders, first of all, they're in like this gorgeous, like this is, you know, soft. You know, remember how they did those eyeshadow palettes and they were the black and it was like plastic? No, this is like cushiony and soft. You know, it reminds me a little bit of like the YSL type of thing, but kind of a different feel. This is the lightest color. And I thought that it was going to be too yellow because a lot of times the Dior powders kind of skew yellow. This is not yellow. In fact, it looks pretty much translucent, but there are different shades, and I really feel like this does a beautiful job mattifying, and this does a beautiful job luminizing. And I'm going to just kind of take off. I was at my friend's store today. We were like getting things ready and hanging up clothes and I haven't brushed my hair. Like I'm a disaster. So I just want to show you how great these are, because I was pretty wowed. They did not have a tester, so I was very daring shopping at Neiman Marcus. But, you know, it's like when you can get something early, it's better for everybody before they sell out and whatever. Okay, I'm going to put on just a little bit of moisturizer or some kind of something here. Put a little oil on, so I'm not like a super, super dried. Oh my God, my skin is so dry right now. Here. This is like the greatest deal in the whole world. Have you ever tried this from Prequel? It's a half peptides, half ceramides. And it's like a lotion kind of a consistency. And it just is like a drink of water. You had to use blotting papers to get rid of the shine. Of what? This? Oh, because it's been so hot and humid. Yeah. Here too. But you know what? I don't know what state you're in or whatever, but it's been really, really hot here. Okay. I'm going to put on a teeny bit of some kind of a complexion product just so you can really see what happens here. Throw a little Lisa Eldridge on. Oh, right, Massachusetts. Okay. So these guys are there in these bomber jackets, and I'm like, what's going on with the Dior people? Well, it turns out it was the national like makeup artist. And the funniest thing was he was on a live with with Dior at the time. It wasn't live. It's very funny. We're like, he's showing me like lipsticks and stuff, and we're looking at things, and he's like, how did you get these powders? Where did they come from? I'm like, here. I was like, what do you mean where they come from? He's like, these aren't supposed to be out yet. I'm like, well, your whole website's live. I don't get it. So I'm going to show you the luminescent one first because I just need you to appreciate the, yes, national makeup artist. It was so funny. Okay. Oh, Jennifer, hold on. I need to see those swatches. So I literally just kind of like dipped in before we went to dinner, and I did this. Look at that. It is absolutely stunning. Like I'm dying because usually I do not trust the powders at Dior anymore. But this, holy smokes. Okay, I just need you to like, look at this, how like it made my skin like look younger. This is the luminescent. And then I went for shade 01 Fair. And he's like, don't get so, you know, like caught up in what color to get because they're very, very translucent on the skin. So I was like, okay, I'll just use the same brush. So I just took a little bit of that, take down the shine. I mean, so this one was the mattifying that I went down the middle. And the luminizer is only one color. It's 00. And it's called Forever Nude Radiant Filter. And then it's only in shade 00. It's completely translucent. And then the Forever Nude Matte Filter is what I just put down the center of my face. So you can see, like, I took the shine down here. I would even use like a puff. If I had a puff. Okay, so this is the luminizer. I'm just gonna like really do it up for you. I mean, it's kind of amazing. And then this one really just took everything down like to, like anti-sweat. And you'll see. See that? It's so thin and so like you don't, how like when you go like this sometimes and you can like feel it. I can't feel anything. And then I took my favorite item in like the universe right now. I can't leave home without it. This RMS spray. I just like to hit powder with this. This is delish. This is the Super Serum Hydrating Mist, and holy moly. But I mean, I just literally, I can't even tell you like what I've been doing all day. I've been like opening boxes and hanging things up and taking photos, and like I'm so gross. Where are they sold? I found mine on Neiman Marcus, but they're also on the Dior website. But Neiman Marcus only has the luminizer and the matte powders. And I believe that there are 5 shades. I want to confirm this before I say this. It was just weird. Like I went online I was mad about the blushes actually because they weren't all on there. Hang on. Okay. Okay, literally they took them off. How can that be? I wonder if she got in trouble for selling it. This is like news to me if they took it off. Wow. I'm going back to Google for a second. This is weird. The guy kept saying, I don't know how you have this, but he really liked me because we bonded over our golden retrievers. But he's like, they're not supposed to have this yet. That's the new packaging. And what is that? And I was like, I don't know. Like I was looking for the blushes and they said they had these. They officially launched on Dior.com. There you can find them all. And if you go on Dior.com, you're going to go to the little top line thingy and it'll say makeup and then click new arrivals. And today they launched these like long lipsticks that he said are really gorgeous. These are available on Dior.com and nowhere else at this point. He said these are definitely good pictures. He said you can really see the color in them. And they also launched we know they had the Miss Dior's already, but they also launched this quad or quint, which apparently I heard from Lexi that it's supposed to go fast. I never know like what to think when they say stuff like that, but it's just not a color story that I need. Like, I feel like I have this like 1,000 times. And until Dior's eyeshadows are like really good again, I just don't trust. Not in the trust tree. Okay, so these are what I'm so excited about, these blushes. And these are called the Forever Blush Soft Filter. And there are 10 colors, but this is already on the wait list, as is this one. And I want to know, were they ever in stock or did they just not put them up at all? The Dior site has the powders. Yes. I'm going to show you. If you go to Dior Beauty and you go to makeup and new arrivals, and then you just scroll down past the eyeshadow, you'll see next to the blush, these are the powders. They come in 5 different, I think 5. Sorry, 6 shades. We have fair, which is what I picked up. This is the fair, which I actually think looks like the picture. They took them down, Heather. She has the Miss Dior Lilac pick, and it's the link to the Dior powders to Neiman Marcus, and they're there. Can you put a link in the chat? Because I can't find them now. Like, I think they took them off. So they have fair, and they have light, and then they have medium, and then they have tan, and then they have deep, and then they have medium tan. They are on I just went to Lexi Zhang's post on the new makeup that she has on the Miss Dior Lilac pack. You see them? Do they have the blushes too? Or just the powders? I mean, I have to say, they're like exceptional. This reminds me of, do you remember how you felt the first time you ever put on like one of the Hourglass, like luminous powders, like something that would actually really like make your skin glow? I mean, that I just like tapped the pan. And it makes me look like I'm like dewy or something, and I'm not dewy at all. It's just, the powders are amazing. And then as far as like the mattifying one, it's not dead matte, which I can't stand. I wouldn't say it's luminous. I would just say it's like skin-like. I don't feel like they put like a lot of color on. It's more of a, just like a mattifying. A little bit of coverage. Hey. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, I didn't know either. I didn't know either. I was looking for the blush. And the blushes that I want aren't there. Dior Boutiques is the only place that I know of that you can get the blush besides Dior. I know. This radiant powder, you guys, I am going to say it right now. This is going to be a hot seller. People who don't like dewy but want to look young, this is it. This is like what everybody's been waiting for. No sparkle, no shimmer, nothing, just glow. Molly, I felt out of the loop too because first of all, I went on here and I'm like, what's up with the skinny lipsticks? And first it was Tom Ford. Well, first it was Victoria Beckham. Then it was Tom Ford. Then it was Victoria Beckham again. And then now they're doing a thin one like this. And Hourglass did one. I don't think Dior did one yet. And then the new line that's coming out at midnight that I'm staying up to order, like I don't care, I am, is the new line by Mary Phillips. Now, these palettes, you guys, the Miss Dior's, the trainer from Dior told me, if you are cool toned, Maria was right. This is your ticket to happy land. I forgot the blushes were even coming. I know. Well, they've been talking about these stinking blushes for so long. And then black. Is this a sheer? Is this a blackberry? I got some like really, really not smart like guy. Like he sounded like he could have been like your son's buddy who had like too many to drink. And he was like telling me, looking at the blushes, he's like, yeah, Petal's the one that's cool toned. I go, do you know what cool toned means? He's like, no. I'm like, oh, it kind of means like the tone is like not warm. Did not understand. Givenchy did one too. You're right. And the ones that are coming out tomorrow from Mary Phillips are the same way. So this one, he said, the trainer guy, like, if these are selling out already, they're going to get restocked like all the time. He's like, sign up for a thing. I know the blushes aren't there yet. You did early access. From where? From Sephora? I'm so lost and so confused. All right. So I'm thinking about just ordering one before they come into every single store. And I'm thinking about Peony because to me, this looks sort of, middle of the road. When you say you got early access to Mary Phillips on her site, Alicia Archer has the black in the video and on YouTube Shorts. Heather, is it sheer or is it like vampire? Is it blackberry or black? I have to know. I mean, this is definitely just going to be orange. And then this, I feel like this is like the same Dior pink that we get like with everything. Like, is anyone sick of this yet? I don't know. I'm just like, the red, he said, is really pretty. It kind of goes like into like a corally kind of a feel, which kind of reminds me of what the Armani one does. I could see where this could lean more orange than blue. You know what I mean? And then this one I thought was so pretty, called Orchid. But gosh, if this winds up being warm, it could be terrible. You got an in-stock note. I got the same thing from Sephora. And it says coming soon. I saw the same thing at dinner. I was like, Mary Phillips, what? Back in stock notification? Is that what it said? And then did you go? Oh, the black is sheer. Sold out right now, but I want it. This color, he said, is like a bronzer. I thought of you, Heather. He said the Ode, is that how you say that? I like this violet color over here. Like, this is my jam. Like a blackberry sheer and okay. Well, I'm on a sign up for notification. If you guys tried one, what would you get? Would you get Petal or Peony? Bloom or Daisy? I kind of like Daisy, even though she's peach. Lily. He called that our ballerina pink. Hibiscus, Orchid, Ode, Violet, and Fuchsia. I'm leaning towards this one. I would like thoughts, ideas. What do you guys think? I gotta know what the formula is like before I start buying an arsenal of more blush. Let's all think about how much blush we've already got this summer. You know, I know this one down here is really pretty. This one and this one are both sold out. I was like, oh, really? Because that was sort of my jam right there. So I might wait. I don't know. I feel like, you know, a lot of people have gotten these. My lips are so chapped. I'm like phytosurgeons every minute. You want the Oud and the Orchid. And I want Violet and Peony, I think. And maybe Fuchsia. What do you guys think? Okay, so what did everyone order from Chanel? This is just such a good color. I can't believe that they actually made a color that's not yellow. Like, Molly knows what I'm talking about. Just put a little of the mattifying here. Look at that. Took the shine right off. But it's not dead, you know? Oh, they're going to be everywhere. This is probably permanent. I can't see that this wouldn't be permanent. And this one is just, this is a great one for me because it's very hard for me to find a powder for my face that isn't in the violet family that I can use on like everything but my under eye, because I do like, you know, a bit of brightening. So at the store, he's like, take just a little bit of this one and put it under your eye. And I was like, no, but I did. And over the matte one like that is like the perfect like combination to not make it look as dark. I mean, I look tired as heck right now because I am. These you don't have to worry about. The blushes, these, they're going nowhere. They'll be in every single store, I think. The thing that is not going to be are this palette, that apparently Lexi has up right now. It's called Misty Iris. It sounds like a porn star name or something. You bought the Chanel 219 quad. I'm trying to be good since I just bought the zip. Which one is 219? The brown? I still haven't placed my order. He's like sitting here waiting for me. This is the pink. I need thoughts. Everybody weigh in here. I'm going to show you swatches of all of them. I have swatches galore. Okay. All right, we're starting with the palette. Let me do this properly. Properly show. If they're on my phone, they can be on here. Oh, yeah, I can hear them downstairs. Okay. Here we go. Okay. I'm almost there. Damn, I take a lot of screenshots and pictures all day. Okay. Here we go. Oh. Okay. These are pretty dependable pictures, just so everybody's aware. I got to do this again. You guys, if you spoil yourself with one thing that you find on sale, like over Labor Day, the RMS Super Serum, it's seriously super. If you even understood like how dehydrated my skin was right now, it's the best thing ever. Okay, so here's my feeling about this one. I'm not very into yellow as a rule, and I feel like there's been yellow eyeshadows already, because if I'm saying that out loud, I'm out loud. Probably tried the powder at some point. What thing did you think about this yellow? I don't know. I mean, how many purples does a person need? And I'm definitely not ready for the orange. I mean, that's just a no. Okay, now this one, I was like, no. But hear me out here. The one with the bottle is actually a pink. The one with the clover is more of a peach. And then you have this like very pretty champagne. And then at least neutral. I would say neutral, leaning cool, beige. And so that makes me kind of say to myself, maybe I'm making a mistake by not buying this. But I'm like looking at it and I'm thinking like, what besides like what I'm looking at here, which is basically the Prada that I already have, almost identical. Hold on. Okay, this is not good. It's in my bag. Maybe. Oh, maybe it is. Okay, so I feel like this is the same. Vote yes or no. Hello, Michelle. Finally made a live. Hello to all of you girls. Do you like the Suku eyeshadows better than the Chanel? Oh, yeah, you're starting with that kind of a question. You watched Jennifer's video and she applied it. It was a gorgeous look. I'm just trying to be a little frugal over here. I'm just saying, like, does that not look almost identical to that one? That's all I'm asking. Because I think it might. All right. I got to pay for the 2 of those. Let's keep going here. Okay. That's the brown. Now, I'm not saying that I don't like this because I do, but I feel like there's sort of like a root beer side. And then we've got like more of like a warmer, almost like a bronzy without the sparkles, but like a rich auburn and like a caramel color. Whoa. What do we think here, guys? So Jennifer has the Mademoiselle palette and she puts it on. I got to at least pay for this because he's going to kill me. It's peachier than you think it is. That's what he said. He's talking me out of it because he knows my thing with orange. Okay, so that is the chocolate. Now that's a swatch of the pink. That's pretty light. We have to remember these were not made with the intention that they were going to be for anyone with melanated skin. They just look like they said, the Asian market is going to buy these. We're going to make our money. And anybody else who wants in is a bonus. Those are some light shades. And the essay that took these is not mine, but has a tan. The brown looks different in every pick. I know. It's almost like I wish they would just do a global launch. Now, I am told that this is in no way blue in person, that this is gunmetal, silver, and a very unique shade according to my essay. And I'm picking that one up for that reason. It's got the yellow. I see it. And something a little bit warmer, but the diagonal two I'll definitely use. They all look different, don't they? In every photo. I know, and I have more. And then look, they're very sheer, you guys. And I think this is a combination of them trying to get people on the eyeshadow train that have not gotten on the eyeshadow train since the youngins don't like it, by doing the singles, by doing the really light colored palettes. Okay, these are all the clothes from my front store. Hang on. Okay. Okay, so in this picture, you can really see that the one with the Chanel bottle of perfume is pink and that the Clover has the more of a peachy color. Pretty though. I think it's really pretty. And here applied, you really see how that pink and almost becomes like a salmon color. You almost bought that one. Didn't like the copper or yellow, so you skipped it. Yeah, this kind of a picture is so unhelpful to me. I never want that to happen to my eyeshadows. Okay, this in pictures is dreamy, isn't it? And on her, it looks like she has a brown liner on, and I was kind of thinking, depending on which way you wanted to go with this, you could kind of go with either the cocoa liner from Victoria Beckham or the cinnamon. You know, you could do something like Contour Claire, which would be like really, really, really neutral and is always available. And I like this for face also. I mean, this goes on vacation with me. It's like so multi-purpose. But you could really go overboard and do like a copper with it. When they're real, real light like this, sometimes it's nice to get underneath it and, you know, really give it some brown cocoa. Where's my cinnamon? Here she is. And you can see how, like, you could really do like any of those and get it to kind of go the direction that you're looking for. So I feel like it'll be the same thing with the eyeshadows. Whatever you kind of put underneath it, I feel like you can make it work by doing smudgy, you know, liner. I think that's pretty. Okay, now this is the one that he said is definitely not blue. He said gunmetal was the exact word. It's an interesting combination. I like the star. a lot. Her look is interesting. This yellow or whatever this is up here, it must be this color. It looks like they used the yellow as like to go as a liner and went in on the lid with the silvery stuff. I don't know. This look to me is so bottom heavy for somebody our age. They're just going to look, you really have to go up with your eye. I wish that they had made them all a little bit more different. I feel like in some way, shape, or form, you're getting kind of the same thing over and over. Now, this is absolutely stunning on dark skin. I mean, wow. Melanated skin, that glows. I wonder what if they had to use a primer underneath to get this, or if it's good lighting or great eyeshadow. I don't know, but I think this is very, very, very beautiful on her. Elegant, but fun. Elegant but fun. Yeah, that's like really peachy. Oh, there's my doggy. Let me find my other swatches. Well, so what are you guys thinking? See how sparkly this looks? I think this is accurate. Because if you really look at an eyeshadow, and I've kind of learned this like over time, and this is going to sound kind of crazy, but I bet somebody else has noticed the same thing. If you're looking at a shimmer eyeshadow, on the skin, it generally looks like the lighter reflection color than it does the darker color, like kind of underneath. And you can see like these have some pigment behind them, like the lavender does, but it's like a topper shade that doesn't have any opacity underneath it at all. And these, I mean, I think in some way they could be all toppers of a different look. Oh, then I got the Tom Ford just to throw things. Am I going the wrong way? Yes. Okay. So now that does look silvery to me. Let me just take this comment down so that we can all read. Sorry. I mean, that is an interesting color. And I like the one with the star a lot. I'm not sold on the other ones. And I don't know how I feel about the whole combination. It's kind of strange. But I could see using these in different looks. And who knows, like maybe this is just not as warm as I think it is. I often like that like warmer kind of red tone, like with a blue tone or with a green tone. I think it's a nice play. I mean, why two yellows? I don't get it. Oh. Okay. This looks fairly accurate to me. Because you see like the sparkly reflection, which is the two C's on the bottom. and then the quilted, and then like the pinwheel like shape, and then the CCs with the wreath around it. Like, I could see using these really as duos. And I was in somebody's chat or something, and someone said this would be gorgeous paired with Patrick Ta's Still at the Club, which I thought was kind of brilliant, because you could really turn this from day to night in like 2.5 seconds if you did that. I mean, I love that for an idea. And then this is the one where I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure that this is something that I'm going to reach for. I'm trying to be bold with lip and kind of mellow out with, I mean, today doesn't count. Like, I slept until I couldn't. And then I just went to my friend's store, like literally in my, like, sweatpant pajamas. I love the pink. And I kind of like this one. I kind of like it. Trying to think of, let's just pull out I Need a Nude for a second. It's going to take me a minute though, you guys. Can everybody give me like, can we have like a brief, like quick, I didn't realize we are going to be on for this long, and I'd like to, Chanel Canada does not have the collection yet. Sign up to get an alert. In 4 days, my essay said the collection will arrive locally in September 2nd. Well, from what I heard, this is already like out in stores. It doesn't look as copper in that swatch. It looks like a golden brown. See, that's what annoys me, because who knows what you're actually getting. Yeah. You don't know what kind of camera it was. You know what the lighting was like. All right. Give me like 2 seconds, and then I'm going to demonstrate the powder again for those of you guys who weren't here for it. They had these at Neiman Marcus today. This is the 00 Luminescent Radiant powder, and I have the Fair powder as well in the matte formula. So give me 2 seconds, and I will be right back. Thanks for sticking around. Okay. We're taking out I Need a Nude for a minute. This should tell me no. Because anything that I can do here, I can do here. If you agree, give me a little thumbs up or something. Hi, Felice. Felice, did your palettes come? You know what? Lena Lure does have good ones. So did something MK. What is her name? Let's find it. But if Felice has them, we're going to use hers because we know where they're coming from. Okay. You sent my... Oh, okay. Hold on. Oh, we looked at your swatches. That was the first set of swatches, the fingertips. Okay, we have those. Yay. Okay. Now we're going to have more. Okay. Instagram is so weird right now, you guys. I hope that everybody turned off that weird setting that tracks you. I don't understand what they're trying to do. Okay, this girl had great swatches. I have to remove this. Okay. I want to give credit here, everybody. Another MK. This is her unboxing first. Hold on. So she did her unboxing yesterday. And now I will say, like, I feel like she uses very good lighting. And I do think that her swatches in the next video will be true to the same thing. The ones you sent today via text message. Felice, only the pink, or did you do all of them? 219 and 209. I didn't. Oh, I do have them. All right. I got them. I'll show them next. Thank you. Okay. I'm not going to watch her do this twice. Okay, here's the swatches from the first video. And Felice, weigh in if you think that these look realistic. The pink is so light, it barely shows up, and I am pretty fair. Okay. Now that is definitely silver, not blue. She did a really nice job with these swatches, I have to say. Like, everybody follow another MK. She does very professional looking swatches. Okay, now Felice is here, and we know we can trust Felice. So I have to find a way. Okay. Ooh, this is good. Okay. Whoop. This is not the right one. Sorry, it takes a minute for them to like sync from one place to the other. Okay, here we go. Hang on, guys. It's like jumping through hoops around this place. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Felice, talk us through this. So the bottom one down here, bottom right, cooler toned. Switch back to full screen to showcase the powders. Okay, I will. I promise. Pink was really hard to swatch. Yes, cooler. And then would you say that the two top ones are warmer? Does it feel like a cohesive story? That's her arms, guys. I think that's a very beautiful color story. I think it's, yes, I think it's the most popular and I think it's the safest, but I also think it's interesting because you've got these different kinds of browns. I could see needing a brown and pulling this palette out to get one also, because it's just like that kind of thing that'll live in your brain because it's all brown. I like that. Now this is the pink. So I'm guessing this is pink and then the beige and then the peach and then like the champagne color. This is a very, very, very light palette. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to, you love the brown story. The one in the lower corner has a slight pinky shift. Interesting. All right. Well, I mean, I think at this point we can safely say we have no idea what these are going to look like in person, and just go with your gut. Okay, the powders. So there are two different formulas for of the powders. That's the first thing that you need to know. There is the Forever Nude Radiant Filter. There's only one color universally for everybody. It's a luminizer. It's like a finishing powder. It gives light to the skin. It also took down like excessive shine, because I will tell you that I was looking frightening, worse than this, which is, this is probably a new low for me. The Nude Radiant Filter only comes in 00. It's called 00 Luminescent. It has got this beautiful quilted, not fake plastic like that eyeshadow palette that they did, but this is the real deal. Taking a note from YSL, no doubt. And easy to open for somebody with arthritis because it's got the indentation, which I really love. And this is what the powder looks like in the pan. Now, they had no testers there. So I was like, they don't take things back at Neiman Marcus. So I was like, please, please let this be good. And guys, that is my finger. I mean, going to town. You can't even see anything on here. So don't worry about it looking white, because it is just not a color. What it is luminescence for real. Like what we've been waiting for with every single white powder that has all of the silly sparkles in it. This just gives you that youthful glow. I mean, it is truly the most absolutely, I don't even know, it doesn't even feel like a powder. It just feels like I'm like touching like a fabric or something. Like nothing comes off. And you could just use this as your powder and your highlighter. I mean, I can't talk about how much I like this. And you guys, I have been negative Nancy. I admit it. Negative Nancy. No offense to anyone named Nancy. I'll be negative Nelly. Negative Michelle. I thought this was going to be sparkly. I thought this was going to be another fast one that Dior keeps pulling on us, that everything that's in this tone has always got the sparkle. Every single one except this. This reminds me so much. Hang on, I want to share something here. I might have to go to a different drawer, but I think I might have it here. Okay. I want to try to give some kind of like a frame of reference here. Does anyone remember this? From Dolce & Gabbana. It's called the Bearskin Luminizer. This was a powder that when they were still being made by Shiseido, this would go on bare skin to just make it look younger, more luminized, light filled. And there have been some other ones that are kind of like that. You know what I'm going to pull out that most people probably have? Oh, this is the highlighter. This is not good. It reminds me a little bit of the Hourglass when they just do like that luminescent powder, except you don't have any traces of any like powder. And then this one, it's such a great color for, let me zoom in a little. I was not prepared to be like on like a 2-hour live tonight, but I couldn't help myself. Okay. So this is the color Fair. And you can see there's a little bit of powder that comes off on your finger here. But when it goes on the skin, nothing. And this comes in 6 different shades. So you will be able to find a match. Now this one I've used several times already, but you can use it under the eyes and it's not drying. It doesn't feel, you know how some powders make you feel like you can't move your face? I don't feel that with this at all. It takes down the shine. And then the lead makeup person that was there said you can use either one on your whole face and stuff, but he said put a little of this underneath your eye for brightening. And I was like, okay, because I usually use like a violet color. And I just dabbed and it was like, you just kind of have like the best of both worlds here. And then you can go into like a little extra of the luminizer. And if you're a person that really gets oily during the day, what a treat and what a delight to find a powder that isn't going to be messy. There's no kick up. It's not going to be opening up in your bag because you're walking around with, you know, the loose powders. The quality of this, the softness, the velvetiness, the way it's milled, the fine texture of this is beautiful. And I can't remember the last time I said nice things about a Dior powder. I really can't. Like, I just, when they switch their formula, is their fragrance. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Like a perfumery. Oops. Those are my glasses. Okay. It's very Dior. Signature Dior. And here's the difference in what they look like. And you can see how the one over here, it picks up the light. And this one sort of kind of stops it, you know. But the fact that this comes in fair, light, medium, medium deep, and deep, I think is good. I really do. And I will show you the colors. So the Forever Nude Matte Filter is what you want to Google for the Dior website to pick out your shade of powder. And the Forever Nude Radiant Filter. Only comes in one. It's number 00. And they're listed separately. I'm going to show you. And I think we can like safely say that we could back up. Not that way. Oh, shoot. Okay. All right. Let's take a look. And I will show you the shades. And I will tell you if they really looked like that or not. Okay. Okay. So the new arrivals today are this Rouge Dior lipstick on. There are new shades of the Rouge Dior Velvet. This apparently is the sheer black that Alicia Archer has. If you want to take a look at it, it is sold out at the moment on Dior. This is the palette that Lexi thinks is going to sell out really quickly. So if this is your jam, I would get it sooner than later, especially when it says exclusive to the Dior website. Things tend to go fast. Would I say it's worth it to get both powders? Should I get fair or light? Felice, I don't feel like you're as light as me. I think you could go to light, but let's take a look at them together. Okay. Here is the matte. This one is the one that I have. And I have to say, I think it's very accurate. Like I actually feel as though it really is neutral. Like if you had to balance your pink and your yellow to make something that was truly nude, I say yes, they have. They did it. I think it's really exceptional. Okay, then they have, this is the light. And Felice, I think this would be great for you. And I think it would take you through the winter too. And you're heading, north and south all the time. I think you're going to be better off with this than something as light as mine. Guerlain just came out with a new limited edition terracotta light bronzer. If anyone's interested, I know they're always saying one shade sounds like they listen to the lighter skinned people this time. All right, I'm going to find out from Andrew what the information is on that, who works for Guerlain. He's a cool toned family member, so we're going to ask him, and I will get back to you on that to double check and make sure that it really is cool and not just cool in the picture. Was just wondering if the Luminescence 00 by Dior would give that same Guerlain meteorite effect. I will show you the difference. Do you have a shade in mind? It's going to give the same effect as all right, so this is just like the lightest of the pearls, and I'll show you like on all of them what you get. Let me start with a cleaned off hand. The meteorites, I would say, except for this one, probably have a little bit more of like color correcting ability because of the different color pearls that you're looking at. But there's a couple of powders. One is from Chantecaille that I'm thinking of, and it was right here is where that is. Wish these were two different colors. I would say that the meteorite is a little bit more highlightery, if that's a word. I'm making it a word if it's not. I think that the meteorites give the skin more of a highlighter effect. Whereas I really do truly think, like, if we're going to like get really detailed like that, I would say it's more of a luminizer than a highlighter. The powder, this one. The meteorites, I always think of as a beautiful finishing powder, but I also think of it as color correction. You get flashback with the meteorites. I don't know if you would with this. This is so lightweight. Do you have what was the Chantecaille one called from this collection? And I don't know why it's not in this box. This collection. Anybody know? Oh, I have it. Okay. The Lotus Perfect Blur. Does anybody remember this? You can still find this on like those random websites. This was called Perfect Blur, but see how there's some of it on my hand? But this gives whatever, Lotus, the skin such a gorgeous glow. And I think this does that with even less. I don't want to say color because it's not really a color, but this is just light and this is a little bit extra with the light. Very similar, like very same. This is the idea that I'm thinking about. Now, I want to show you, let me pull out one of my hourglass ones because I think that also needs to be part of this. Okay. I gave a bunch of these away. Okay. So this is Luminous Light. And these definitely all had like a slight color to them. If you guys remember, there's a white one that was called like Ethereal Light. And then there's This is diffused light, which was probably the most similar. Let's see how much comes off on my finger. You're getting much more coverage with this powder. The Dior powder wouldn't suck. You wouldn't, I don't know what it looks like in another color, but you're not going to get like a great swatch of color from this. Like you're going to get a little bit of pickup, but it's so minimum compared to, this feels much more smooth. And I think Hourglass powders are incredibly, incredibly smooth. But the same way that this feels to me, how like you go to pick it up and it's there, but it's not really there. That is like the Dior. And the Meteorite, I mean, like I love my meteorites, okay? I love them. But if I take this right now and I put this on, you'll see. It gives you, I have no blush on, nothing. Much more shine than just the luminescence that you get over here. I don't even feel like they're like the same idea. You could I think you could like live your whole life of powder with this one and this one, just in that this gives you a matte that's extremely light, even before like you spray your face down, because you know, like as soon as you do this, you're going to do this. Whether it's with a hydrating spray or a setting spray or whatever it is that you're doing. And when the dust settles, so to speak, this is going to be more like all over glowy. And this one is just like, it looks like you have to get into the right position. Whereas like this one's just going to show you the light. Now it sounds crazy, but I think you just told me that you're Luminescence 00 plus the compact. Nice. I'll put it in my store. It has tortoise packaging. I don't know if it's cool or just a lighter shade. I'll have to ask Andrew. Lotus. Love Lotus. The Blurring Chantecaille. That's the Lotus. Jocelyn, if you still have yours, you're doing great. Just keep it rolling, because that thing has lasted for a long time. I think it's still on like those You're Looking So Fantastic websites, like the ones that have the funny names. It looks cakey on you. Which one? The Chantecaille or the Lotus? Are you using a really, when I was using the Lotus, I went to a brush. I mean, gosh, you could use a brush like this, like just a very tiny little eyeshadow brush instead of going at it big. In fact, I think if I took this luminescent one and just focused it here, I could get a lot of light right where I want it. Like if you wanted to do, I would have it like kind of lit up like above your eyebrow, and then I hate the tip of the nose, but like up here I like, love it here. Like anytime this can look better, I'm into it. You're going to get that really pretty finished skin effect, not a powder effect. And I don't even think that the powder's powdery. I think the formulas are really good. I don't know that I have felt anything quite like this that's pressed, that works, and it's just incredible. The Lotus looks cakey on you, we're asking. Gold. I don't know what gold is. Okay. The meteorites are so hard to travel with. They are. This is going to do really, really well in your bag. Even if you meteorite it at home and use this to touch up, you would be fine. The Lotus is too light and leaves a cast, but it's a pretty powder. Okay, well then this one, I just don't see how these will mesh with the colors of the skin because we have a lot of different colors to choose from here. And they went deep. This one's called medium deep. Sorry, medium tan. And this is tan, medium, light, fair. And I'm going to tell you right now, I do not think that undertone is going to be an issue. I can't speak to the super, super dark ones because we didn't open those. But I didn't feel like any of these was not, you know, a good choice for blending in. The Chantecaille Gold Collection powder has micro glitter in it and more pink than the Lotus. I wish they made a darker one for you, I'm sure. Michelle, can you show us your face in the bigger screen, please? Yes. This is the side with the Chanel or the Dior. And this has the meteorite. Okay. So I use the luminescence under the eye and the fair all over. So I'm going to use, this down the middle where I don't want to be shiny. So anywhere like right here around the nose, like this area here, I might even do a little bit right here just to kind of have that contrast. This one, I would safely say you could just do like the letter, you know, the number 3 kind of thing. I like a lighter under eye. I just do. When I do my under eye, I usually choose something with lavender in it. I have some suku powders that I use that so many things up. Okay, so this is their loose powder, and you can kind of see that it's got like a kind of a lavendery hue to it. I have a pressed one that has a little bit of a lavender hue. For me, that's really brightening, even more than the old school Voile Rose. The lavender tends to be even more brightening on me than a pink. And I would have no problem using this one fair under my eye and going over it like I did with that other powder. I mean, at this point, there's just so much on, but I would have no problem doing my under eye, down the side of my nose, up in here. You know, like where you don't want to look sweaty. And then I would take this one, the Luminescence one. And I'm just very gently, yep, no kick, going like this and putting it under my eye just to get a little bit of a brightening effect. Lotus looks beautiful on you. I could see the difference for sure. It's still on the Chantecaille site. Don't buy it from Chantecaille. It's on sale. Like, I'm sure it's like 70 million% off. I'm telling you, I'm going to find one right now. It's going to either be on Looking So Fantastic. I swear that's the funniest thing. Lotus Chantecaille. And don't mix it up by buying the highlighter. The highlighter is different than the Perfect Blur powder. Well, apparently it's in a lot of places. They still have it at Saks. It says it's still on Chantecaille. This is from Holiday 2022. Does that sound right? You don't get mixed up between the highlighter and the finishing powder. They're two different things. This one is called the Glow Powder. Oh my God. It's a much smaller one, the one that I pulled out the first time. Oh, here. This one has kind of like that, I don't know, like the lines are on it. The highlighter is much smaller, and it truly is just a highlighter. I don't think it was particularly a special highlighter. It's fine, but this, I hadn't seen anything like this since, like that really, even though, yes, it has a little bit of that, you know, that kind of yellow look to it. It never did on the skin. I will have to say, this is even more neutral. This is even more literally putting light where you want it. Watch. See that? You really can. Oh, look. Ooh. Oh my God. Look at the difference. I'm going to buy like 17 of these and just tape them to my body. How about that? Sorry, smooth buffer, not sheer buffer. It buffs right in, looks amazing. I love the Lotus, but wish they came out with a darker shade, and I would never use anything else. Thanks so much, Michelle. I'm happy to help you guys. Yay. I'm saying yes, please. Thank you. I hope their eyeshadows get this good. I hope all their powders continue in this direction. The thing that I was so worried about with it was that it was going to be sparkly. I knew the matte powder would be fine. I figured it would be very drying, which it's not. But I'm pleasantly surprised and pretty delighted with my purchase. I can't see this being an issue on anyone to choose the Luminescence. And then as long as you feel that the shade that you pick is close enough to your skin color on the matte, you're good to go. I really think you are. These are really pretty. Now I just got to figure out the blushes. Anybody else have any other questions? Anything that you'd like to see here? Okay. You can always DM me. I will be on a little bit less for like the next couple days because my son leaves Tuesday for school. And my friend just turned her whole store. If you guys want to shop and look at some really cute clothes, you can go on my page. It says Peyton Rose, and that's my best friend's boutique. We will ship anywhere in the United States, and the stuff is really cute and priced really well, and love it. You just ordered the Luminescent. Great. That's awesome. You'll love it. You will love it. All right, I'll link some links. If anybody wants to link and use my links, feel free. If there's somebody else that you guys follow, that's cool too. I just think that we should all make sure somebody gets a credit for it. Okay. Anybody? Last call for powder. Can they please bring this back? Like, please. How many people have this and like only use it for like a special occasion? Can't just be me. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. I will link these powders and all of the Dior stuff right now on this crazy video that I didn't know I was making today. I think what I might do tomorrow is pull together luminizers and highlighters, and we'll take a look at them if we're home. If not, maybe Sunday. And we'll, when anybody gets anything, please swatch and send, whether it's the Chanel quads or your powders or the Dior blushes. I want to see everybody with everything on. Okay. Love to all of you guys. Good night. Happy shopping.